stared at the glowing screen of my phone, my heart pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. It was 5:02 a.m. I had exactly 28 minutes to break into my older brother's room, unlock his phone, and delete a text message before his alarm went off, or my life was officially over. 5 minutes ago, I was half asleep trying to text my friend a brutally honest, highly embarrassing rant about my brother, venting about everything from his terrible habits to a massive secret I'd accidentally found out about him. But my eyes were blurry. I wasn't looking. I hit send, saw the blue bubble go up, and realized with absolute horror, I hadn't sent it to my friend. I had sent it directly to him. On this app, the unsend feature only works if the other person hasn't received it yet, or if you manually delete it from their device. My brother is a notoriously light sleeper, and he treats his room like a fortress. If he wakes up at 5:30 a.m. and reads that text, I will have to pack my bags and move to a different continent. I slipped out of my blankets. The floorboards in the hallway are a minefield. There is one specific spot right outside my door that creaks like a gunshot. I lowered my weight onto my hands and knees, distributing my balance perfectly, and crawled past the loose board. My palms were sweating, making me slip slightly on the hardwood. His door was cracked open just an inch. I reached up, gripped the brass doorknob, and turned it. Let out a tiny, sharp click. I froze. Inside the dark room, the shifting of blankets stopped. I held my breath for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Finally, a heavy exhale cut through the silence. He was still asleep. I slipped inside. The room smelled like old sneakers and body spray. His phone was resting on the nightstand right next to his head, plugged into a short charging cable. I took 3 agonizingly slow steps forward. Just as my hand hovered inches away from the glass screen, the phone suddenly violently vibrated against the wooden table. BZs. A random notification. The screen lit up, illuminating his entire face in a bright, neon blue glow. I instantly dropped to the floor, pressing my back against the side of his bed, my heart thrashing against my ribs. Above me, my brother grunted. He rolled over, his arms swinging off the edge of the mattress, his knuckles brushing right against the fabric of my shirt. I locked completely solid. I didn't breathe. I didn't even blink. He opened his eyes and looked down. I was caught red-handed. He muttered something incoherent under his breath, smacked his lips, and pulled his arm back up. The phone screen faded back into total darkness. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely function. I stood up on my tiptoes, gently swiped the phone off the nightstand, and slid the lock screen open. I knew his PIN because I'd seen him type it 1,000 times. 0412. It unlocked. I tapped the messaging app, found my name, held down on the horrific paragraph I had sent, and hit delete for everyone. The text vanished into thin air. I carefully plugged the phone back into its charger, tiptoed out of the room, and closed the door behind me. I leaned against the hallway wall, finally letting out the breath I'd been holding for what felt like an eternity. As I walked back to the kitchen to grab a glass of water to calm my nerves, the light in the master bedroom flickered on. My dad walked out, wearing his morning robe, holding a mug of coffee. He looked at my shaking hands, and then glanced down the hallway toward my brother's room. He didn't say a word. He just took a slow sip of his coffee, smiled faintly, and murmured, "Make sure you double-check the contact name next time." He walked past me into the living room. Only one person knew what I had just done, and he wasn't going to say a single word.